Hi, welcome to automationtesting.in. In this video, we are going to discuss about write data to Excel using column number. And the topics which we are going to cover is what is an Excel, why to use an Excel, important classes, methods, and some of the points to remember. And then sample programs we will see in this video. And write data to Excel using column number will discuss about how we can write the test data or test results to an Excel sheet while automating any application using Selenium WebDriver. And why to use Excel, what is an Excel, all these things which we discussed in the previous videos. Please watch those videos also to get better understand. And here, why we need to write the data to Excel sheet. We'll take sample Excel sheet, like we have the test data like this: username, password, date created, number of attempts, and results. And this is my test data. When I use this test data to test the application, and we need to know that whether the test is passed or not, I use this set of test data. When I use this set of test data, with this test data, the application functionality is working fine or not. If it is working fine, I need to pass something here as a result. And if it is failed, I have to send fail as a result. Then I'll come to know when I see this Excel sheet that okay, with this test set of test data, the test got passed, and with this test data, test got failed, something like that. So I want to write something, the result, in this result column. Okay, now we will see how we can write those information in this result column. Now if you want to use this much information and we need to write data back to the Excel sheet, we will use some third-party tools like as we discussed in the previous videos, Apache POI. The same thing we are going to use in this video also. Okay, and below are the classes I will use to read the data and write the data. Okay, like file input stream, file output stream. A file output stream is an output stream for writing data to a file. Input stream is to read data from the Excel. And XSF workbook, XSF sheet, XSF row, XSF cell, and XSF cell style and font also we'll see. And below are the methods we'll use to get the sheet. Using the sheet name, we'll get last cell number to get the index of the last cell, contain the information, and set cell value. By using this method, we will write the data to an Excel file. Get row returns the row, get cell, get the cell representing a column number. And this is a sample workbook, like this is the sheet name, and this is column, and this is cell, and 0, 0 is this first, this one, username, cell, something like that, basic information like. And you can download the Apache POI jar files from its official site. Please watch for previous video to how to download and configure all these things. And the row index starts from the 0 and column index starts from the 0, and the extension of Excel file is .xlsx from Excel 2007. This much information is enough, like and we will start writing the program to write the data to Excel file. For theoretical information, everything is same, so please watch previous video. Now I will take the same Excel sheet, this one, to read the data and write the data to Excel, and will not waste the time, and I'll go to my IDE, and this is the read Excel data and all these things we have seen in the previous videos. Now we will create and separate Java class. What will Excel, write Excel data, write Excel data. Okay, the same thing what we have named is as in the previous read Excel data, the same way we'll say write Excel data. Now static void main and string arguments. Now we will use some of the classes which we discussed in the PPT, like one of the is file input stream equals to, I'll say this is for my convenient, FIS equal to new file input stream. You need to pass the where the Excel sheet is located. My Excel sheet is located in this. I am getting the sorry, give me 1 second. I'll take the data path information. I'll take the path information from where, and I'll paste here. Okay, Control V. Here in this volume Krishna jar files POI Apache something, where am I? This Excel sheet is located. We need to pass this path to your and it will throw exception. So I'll say throws exception. If I get some other exceptions also, it will handle. Now I have my Excel sheet where it is ready, and file output stream FOS equal to, for now I'll make it as null, but the reason is once I am ready what information I want to write, then I'll use this object to write the data. And XSF workbook equals to new XSF workbook. This will accept the argument, the is file input stream. We need to load that information into this one in the workbook. Now second is XSF sheet. Once you find the workbook, then you need to go into the sheet. Which sheet? Means I have so many sheets in this. For suppose I have only sheet 1 and credentials, but as per your requirement you might have 10, 20, 50, something like that. Depends on your application and test data how you maintained. Okay, then XSF sheet sheet equal to workbook dot get sheet of from which sheet you want to read the data. Mine is here credentials. From the credential sheet I want to read the data and I want to write the data. Credentials. Okay, credentials. Now I have ready my workbook and now I have ready my sheet. Now which row you want to write the data? XSF row equal to, at present I'll say null. Okay, and which cell in which in that row, which cell you want to write the data? XSF cell equal to null. I'll say as of now null. And these are the classes which we use to write or read the data. Now we need to get the row. Now I want to write the information in this row. As per the index, this is 0th row, this is first row, right? Now I want to write in the first row. So now I'll mention that row equal to sheet dot get row of, it will accept the integer that int row number. So I'll pass first. Okay, the first row. And here while writing the data, we need to explicitly say that we need to create the row if that is not available. So the otherwise you will get error like something is missing. If row equal to null, then row equal to sheet dot create row. You just create this first row if it is not available. It is a best practice. Okay, now row is created. We need only row and cell, right? Which row and which cell we need to write. So now we have first row is ready. Now we'll talk about cell. Cell equal to row dot get cell of this is which cell, something like column. This is 0th, first 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 means 0 1 2 3 4. As per the index, this is fourth one, first row fourth column. So I'll say fourth one, as index is starting from the 0. Here also, if cell equal to null, you need to create the cell. Now cell equal to row dot, it is available in the row, right? Create cell of index, you need to pass 4, fourth one. It is best practice, otherwise you will get some errors. Now what we will do, I'll say like I need to now everything is ready for me. Now I want to write something into that one. I'll say cell dot set cell value. Everything we are passing in the form of string. Okay, everything we are passing in the form of string. So cell dot set cell value, I want to send a pass or fail information into that row. For example, I am just passing pass. Okay, now we need to use this file output stream object. Means how you read the data from the Excel sheet, the same way you have to write to the Excel sheet. You have to mention which Excel sheet you want to write. File output stream equal to new file output stream. You need to pass the same information, right? Where you are reading the data, same way you are writing the back to the same Excel sheet. Okay, now we need to how we read workbook dot get what do you say, this one XSF workbook of FIS. The same way you have to write back workbook dot write. You have to mention this file output stream object. You have one of the methods called workbook dot write. Now you simply close FOS dot close. Whenever you open some input stream or output stream, you have to close that one. It's a best practice, otherwise you will get some issues. Okay, this much is enough. It seems like now we are good to go to execute. Sorry, Control Z. To execute this code. Now so nothing is here in this, right? It is empty cell. Now once I execute this one, it should print pass in that cell. Now I'll say run this Excel sheet, and we need to remember that we need to close the Excel sheet to write. To read it is no problem if you open also, but to write it will throw error. I think it is saying finished, but we need to see it is not writing the data. The reason is I opened this Excel sheet. I'll close. Don't save anything. Like now I'll execute once again. While reading, if it is open, no problem, but while writing it should be closed. I'll open again. Recent test data. Go to the credential. You see that it write pass in this. Okay, this way you can get the row number, you get the column number, and you can write whichever you want using set cell data, set cell value method. Okay, now you observe one thing right here. This font is different, this font size is different, and the font is different. But coming to the here, it is giving some default thing, some Calibri and 12, but my test data is using Comic Sans MS and 14. But after completion of everything, if you see this one, it's very odd, like it is not matching with your font style. Okay, now I want to make it the same way. How this admin user looks like, I want to show this one as the same thing. So for that we have some other methods to give the styling. So we will use those things also. Okay, anyhow we discussing these things, right? Now we'll discuss those things also. For that we need to use some of the extra methods, like one of the things is XSF font. Okay, font equaled workbook dot some, you have to create font. Okay, and one more thing is XSF cell style equal to workbook dot create cell style. Okay, we will use these things in the below. Okay, now we have few methods to before writing the data. I'm setting value here, that before that you have to apply something to this pass string. Okay, now I'll say font dot set font name, which font you want to apply. I will say Comic Sans MS. Okay, once you set your font, you can say that font dot set font height that 14, right? It will accept double or short number. I am giving double, 14. Actually that is 14. It accepts only double. That is the reason I am giving 14.0. And my values are in the bold. So font dot set bold. It will accept Boolean value, true or false. If you want to set bold, you can pass as a true, otherwise false. This much. This one I am setting the which font name, font size, and if it is bold and bold. Once it is ready, you have to say style. You have to apply this font style to that one. Set font of font. The font object you have to pass. This font is this font. You have to apply this font style. Style dot set font. And I think that's enough for now. Once again we will see, like we'll close this one whether it is applying or not. I'll write this one. Sorry. Now if I open this one, I think it's not applying. Give me 1 sec. Am I missing anything? I'll execute once again. No, it not yet applied these styles. Am I missing anything? Yes. Sorry, we need to apply the style also. Once it is done, how we applied this one font, the same way you have to apply that to cell dot sorry, set cell style. Set cell style of, you have to set this style to that one, that is cell. Now if you execute this one, you have to apply the font and to the style, and you have to apply the style to cell. Okay, now if I see this one, you see bold and the same Comic Sans MS and 14. Okay, and it is in black color, but I want to apply some more style. Like if it is pass, it should come under green as a background color. If it is fail, I want to pass red as a background color. Okay, now I'll close this one. Will try to apply those one also. If it is green, the black color is not looks good, so I'll apply some white color. Okay, font dot set color of, we have to use one of the HSS color dot this white dot something we need to pass index. You have to pass the values like this. Okay, we have applied some color, set color, and style dot set font. Now we need to use some more styles. Style dot set fill foreground color. Set fill foreground color and HSF color dot green dot index, same way. Okay, and style dot set, we have one more card, fill pattern, and you have to pass fill pattern type dot, sorry, we have to mention capital S, solid foreground. Okay, solid foreground. I think that's enough. Now we'll execute this one. You see this, the pass, and the pass PAS is in white color, background is green color. If it is fail, you can apply some red color. Then when you look into that test data, you'll come to know that which is pass and which is fail immediately. That's some styling. Okay, you have to set font name, font height, bold, and some font color is white color, and we have to apply this font to the style, and set fill foreground color is green, and fill pattern is called solid foreground, and then you have to apply that style to this cell. Then that cell will get this kind of information. Okay, this way you can write the data to Excel sheet and you can apply some styling. Okay, now here we are using some standalone program. Okay, we have seen some standalone program, but I want to I don't want to hard code all these things values. I cannot write for each and every cell like this. So I'll create a separate utility method, and I'll call whenever I need to write the data. So instead of writing all this code, we'll write somewhere as a method, and we'll only call that method with the required parameters. Okay, for that we already have Excel API test. We are doing this, right? We have already seen that get cell data using column number and get cell data with column name. The same way now we will see set cell data. We will put the method name like that. And the remaining things like these things, file input stream, file output stream, all these things we already declared at the class level, and we have created one constructor which accepts the Excel path, and once it is created, all these things get initialized. File input stream and workbook, everything will get initialized when you create an object for this. Okay, now we'll see simply public. This is Boolean. It will return Boolean, right? Whether the data is written into the Excel sheet or not. Okay, that is the reason I'll take return type is Boolean and set cell data. This is my own method. You can give your own name, convenient. Same thing, string sheet name as a parameter, and int column number, comma, int row number, comma, and one more parameter is string value. Which value you want to pass, you can pass it from your method itself. You just call this method and supply the sheet name, column number, row number, and which value you want to send the data, that is pass or fail, something like that, right? Now I'll say try. I'll write the data in the try catch. catch, I'll say exception ex, and I'll mention this information like x dot print stack trace, and you have to mention return false. Okay, if everything is fine, then you have to mention return true. Okay, now I'll write my logic here itself. Now we know that which sheet we need to get. The sheet equal to workbook dot, same code what we have written in the previous this method, write Excel data, almost same. Okay, get sheet of, there we have mentioned your sheet name as credentials hard coded, but here we'll pass sheet name from this parameter, how it is coming. Okay, sheet name. Now row also, there we hard coded, right, row is second row, but here we'll say like sheet dot get row of row number from the method. Now the same way, if row equal null, then row equal to sheet dot create row. What is that row? Row number. Same thing will pass. Okay, now what we need to do, the same thing, cell cell equals to row dot get cell. Okay, which cell? This is column number, you have to pass the column number. And if cell equal to null, then same thing, cell equal to row dot create cell of column number, same column number. Okay, just instead of writing these values directly like fourth one, first one, I'll getting this from here, which the method which you use, right, from there you will get this information. Okay, now sorry, something gone wrong. Okay, now here simple, cell dot set cell value of, there we mention like pass, right, but will not pass like that, we'll mention this value from the method. Now the same thing, if s equals to new file output stream, what is the path? We know the path from the constructor, Excel file path. Okay, this also will not hard code. Okay, workbook dot write FOS. Now FOS dot close. That's all. This much is enough. We'll created one utility method set cell data. Now we'll use this method. We will not write all this code again and again. We'll just pass this data to the method and we'll get the value. Okay. Now read Excel using, we have written like this, read Excel data using util class. The same way I'll create one more write Excel using utility method. New Java class, Control V. I'll just here I'll change, right? Okay. Now same way, public static void main string works. Now what I need to do, just how we made it, Excel API, we need to create an object to this Excel API test. Simple. The Excel sheet also same, right? I'll say throws exception. Okay, Excel API test. When you pass this one, when you create this EAT object or Excel API test object, then in the Excel API test, we have constructor, right? It will get executed, and all these things will be get initialized. So we'll not write again and again all these things. Okay, something is showing error. Give me 1 second. I have not closed this one. Okay, I missed this parenthesis, like write Excel data. Now simply EAT dot set cell data, you just pass those information, credentials. Okay, and what is column number? What is the column number we pass? 4, right? And the row number, first one, right? And the value what you want to pass, PASS. That's it. Whenever you need, you just write this single line. Okay, now my Excel sheet already closed. Now I'll execute this one. It got executed. Now I'll open this Excel sheet. What happened? I'm not sure. Give me 1 second. I'll do it. Actually, it has. I'll remove this one and I'll save. And I'll close. Now I'll do again. Make sure Excel sheet should be closed. Otherwise, it will get corrupted. You see that pass. Okay? You see that pass. But the style is normal. That reason is we have not applied any styling in the this method. You can apply the same styling here. You apply the same styling here, like what you can do is you can increase your this thing parameter link values. Here only we are passing only 4, right? What is the sheet name, column number, row number, value. Along with that, you can mention font name, font height, string font name, int font height, a double font height. You can hardcode this one, all these things, and green color, everything you can. If you want, you can hardcode. You can pass from there. But it will become so lengthy. But if you want, you can do all those things in this way. Okay, this way you can write the data back to your Excel sheet. Okay, we have seen that standalone program, and we have seen some utility class, and we call the same thing in some other class, and we have passed. If you want one more, we'll see like this one in the using. I'll copy paste same thing. Control C, Control V. I'll say credentials in the fourth one, and the second row of test data got failed. I'll mention fail. Okay, and my Excel sheet already closed. Now I'll execute once again this one. Now we'll see for sample. Okay, you open this one, you see that, you see fail. Okay, writing right, you have to apply where you want that information. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Automation Testing channel, and please like us at our Facebook page.